What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to two subscribers for showing love to the channel. Much respect to the NBA historian Daryl Sloan for the $2 donation via the Cash App. Much respect to him for showing love to the channel. A long time subscriber to this channel, to both channels, Too Raw for TV and Too Raw for Sports. And also, shout out to Joshua Bay for the $10 donation via the Cash App. He says, I enjoy the channel. Peace and love. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, man. And much respect to you for showing love. I truly appreciate it. I want to really emphasize how much I truly am grateful and appreciate the love that you guys show me, whether it's through monetary donations or whether it's through comments. Some comments can be less than flattering, you know what I'm saying? But that's all right, you know what I'm saying? If you disagree with my takes, that's fine. Only a few of you all get to the point where, you know, it's just complete disrespect, you know? But anyway, much respect to all of you all for showing love, not just to me, but to LDBC as well. So this is a game I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about some other games too today on both platforms. But I definitely want to talk about this game right here. Now, I was concerned that the Bucks may lose this game against the Atlanta Hawks because they were playing back-to-backs. Now, it does help that they were at home, but Giannis played 39 minutes the game before, and, you know, Giannis generally doesn't play that many minutes, and I thought that would kind of affect his performance, and for the first three quarters or so, it did. Giannis was struggling. He was only 5 of 16 from the floor at one point. But I got to say this about Giannis, man. I've been watching Giannis now for about 6 years. And Giannis has an ability. And I don't like to usually use hyperbole, but Giannis has this ability that's kind of reminiscent of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird. They could be having a bad game. And you're thinking, okay, 5 for 15, 12 points. Yeah, he ain't really gonna have an impact on this game. We got lucky. Ooh, don't speak too soon. Giannis hit his last 6 shots. I don't care if they're not beautiful, one-legged, off-balance fadeaway threes. I don't care about all that shit. The goal in basketball is to put the ball in the fucking net. Period. I don't care if you got the ugliest. Look, I remember years ago, some people used to say Reggie Miller had an ugly jump shot, right? Like, you know, his release was just ugly. I'm like, who gives a fuck about how his release looked? Don't the motherfucker go in? Like, who cares about all of that? You're not going to have, this perfect player who, whatever. But Giannis finished with 34 points, 17 rebounds, 11 of 22 shooting after going 5 for 16 at one point, 11 of 19 from the free throw line, and he dominated the fourth quarter. He and Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, who had been struggling mightily going into this game, only averaging 14 points a game on 31% shooting. Tonight he broke through. They needed every one of those points to offset Atlanta. Drew Holiday had 34 points as well on 13 of 22 shooting from the floor. But Drew Holiday was clutch on the defensive end for the Milwaukee Bucks, getting some key stops and some key steals toward the end of the game. But, man, Trae Young was in fuego. as Stuart Scott used to say back in the day. 42 points, 15 of 32 shooting, 5 of 10 from three-point range. DeJounte Murray had 23 points. So you had some big scoring, but ultimately the Bucks were able to prevail and stay on top. So far this season, Giannis is averaging better than 34 points a game. He's averaging 14 rebounds. He's averaging close to 6 assists per contest. He's shooting 60% from the floor. And surprisingly, at least as of right now, he's shooting 35% from three. But people will tell you he should stop shooting threes. Now, it's early. That percentage may dip a bit. But you're not going to get better unless you keep shooting. Right? This is what kills me about people. If you're bad at something, how are you going to get better unless you keep practicing? And you can't just shoot threes in practice and don't shoot them in the games. And Giannis, even when he misses his threes, he looks better with his form than he did, 3-4 years ago when he shot a lot of air balls. So, to me, man, Giannis is the MVP. And I'm going to say this, too. I told you guys, last year was the last year I was giving Jokic a pass. You can't just keep winning MVPs because you're putting up numbers and you're not getting to the finals or winning a ring. That day is done. Jokic has been in the NBA about as long as Giannis has. And he just keeps putting up numbers. And for some reason, guys like Jokic and Doncic, to a lesser extent, they're able to put up numbers, and that's good enough to get all this praise. But a guy like Giannis, he had to win a title that people still don't have all that much respect for some reason. So at the end of the day, to me, my MVP right now is Giannis. So, tell me what you guys think.